Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into a comprehensive tutorial on JWT, JSON Web Token, authentication and authorization in Spring Boot. This will cover the setup, implementation, and best practices to secure your REST API. Understanding JWT, JSON Web Token. What is JWT? JWT is a standard for creating access tokens. It's a compact, URL-safe means of representing claims to be transferred between two parties. These claims can be verified and trusted because they are digitally signed. Structure. A JWT consists of three parts, separated by dots. Header. Contains information about the token type, JWT, and the hashing algorithm used, example hmac SHA-256. Payload. Contains the claims. Claims are statements about an entity, usually the user, and additional data. Signature. Calculated by taking the encoded header, the encoded payload, a secret key, and the algorithm specified in the header, and signing that. Key advantages. Stateless. JWTs are self-contained and don't require the server to store session information. This makes scaling easier. Cross-domain / cross-platform. JWTs can be used across different domains and platforms because they are based on a standard. Security. With proper signature verification, JWTs are secure for authentication and authorization. 2. Setting up a Spring Boot project. 1. Create a new Spring Boot project. You can use Spring Initializer, https://start.spring.io/ https://start.spring.io, or your IDE to create a new project. Include these dependencies. Spring Web for building REST APIs. Spring Security for authentication and authorization. Spring Data JPA for database interaction, optional, but often needed for user storage. JSON Web Token, JWT, library. I'll use JJWT API, JJWT impl, and JJWT Jackson. Validation. Spring Boot Starter Validation, for request body validation. Lombok, optional, for reducing boilerplate code. 2 dependencies, pom.xml or build.gradle.kts. 3. Database setup, example with H2. 1 entity, user. 2 entity, role. 3 repository, user repository. 4 repository, role repository. 5 data initialization, optional. Create a command line runner to initialize some users and roles in your database. This is useful for testing. 6 Configure H2, application.properties or application.yml. 4. Spring Security Configuration. 1 JWT Utils, JWT Utility Class. 2 Application Properties, application.properties or application.yml. Important JWT.secret This is a critical secret key used to sign the JWT. Do not hard-code this in your code or commit it to your repository. Use environment variables or a secure configuration management system in production. The example above is just for demonstration. Generate a strong, random key. A good way to generate a key is using secret key equals keys.secret key for signature algorithm.hs256, string secret string equals encoders.base64.encode, key.getEncoded, system.out.println, secret string. *JWT.expiration defines how long the JWT access token is valid, in milliseconds. Adjust this based on your security needs. A shorter expiration time is generally more secure. *JWT.refreshToken.expiration defines how long the refresh token is valid. 3. Authentication request and authentication response define data transfer objects, DTOs, for the authentication request and response. 4. Register request and register response define data transfer objects, DTOs, for the register request and response. 5. Authentication service handles user authentication, token generation, and registration. 6. Authentication controller handles authentication and registration requests. 7. User details service implementation, custom user details service. This is crucial for Spring Security to load user details from your database. 8. JWT authentication filter this filter intercepts incoming requests, checks for a JWT in the authorization header, validates the token, and sets the authentication context. 9. Spring Security Configuration Class Security Config configures the Spring Security filter chain, authentication manager, password encoder, and exception handling. V. Creating protected endpoints. 1. Example controller, demo controller. 6. Testing the authentication flow. 1. Register a new user send a post request to /API/auth/register with a JSON body like this. You should receive a 200 OK response with a JWT in the token field. 2. Authenticate send a post request to /API/auth/authenticate with the username and password. You'll receive a JWT access token and refresh token in the response. 3. Access the protected endpoint send a GET request to /API/demo with the authorization header set to bearer your _JWT token. For example, you should receive a 200 OK response with the message hello from secured endpoint. 7. Refresh token implementation, advanced. 1. Refresh token entity create a refresh token entity to store refresh tokens in the database. This helps with invalidating tokens if needed. 2. Refresh token repository 3. Refresh token service handles the creation, validation, and deletion of refresh tokens. 4. Refresh token request and refresh token response define data transfer objects, DTOs, for the refresh token request and response. 5. Authentication service, modified. Java. Import org.springframework.security.authentication manager. Import org.springframework.security.authentication.username password authentication token. Import org.springframework.security.core.userdetails. Import org.springframework.security.crypto.password encoder. Import org.springframework.stereotype.service. Import java.utility set. Import java.utility set. @service. Public class authentication service. Private final user repository Private final role repository Private final password encoder Private final JWT utils Private final authentication manager Private final refresh token service Public authentication service, user repository, role repository, password encoder, JWT utils, authentication manager, refresh token service. This .user repository equals user repository. This .role repository equals role repository. This .password encoder equals password encoder. This .jwt utils equals jwt utils. This .authentication manager equals authentication manager. This .refresh token service equals refresh token service. Public register response register, register request request.